has a vast campus of around 26 acres. And on this vast green campus, created a serene atmosphere for a perfect academic ambience. The campus, situated just adjacent to the Mysore Bangalore main road, is spread out on a lush green landscape. You can enjoy the greenery of the campus. You're seeing an aerial view of St. Philomena's campus and the buildings spread out in this vast area. And the buildings of this campus are built on the traditional palatial plan, especially the old building or the central block of the college campus college. And as and when the need was there, the buildings were extended or there were new added without disturbing this heritage value or traditional beauty of these old palatial buildings. The central nucleus of the college has the office, the main office, the administrative section, wherein the rector, the principal, the vice rector, the main office, everything is situated. And this office was initially the residence of the then Bishop Dr. N.F. Yoga. The very beginning of this college has a great history. When the then Maharaja of Mysore gave this idea of starting a degree college and donated this bit of land to the college, the then bishop vacated his palatial residence and moved to a small 2-bedroom house. And this magnificence of the Maharaja and the sacrifice of the bishop have resulted in the establishment of St. Philomena's College. You are viewing the central administrative block of the college. Big, wide corridors, tall roofed buildings. These are some of the nice features about the office building of St. Philomena's College. A very heartening feature of the campus is the greenery. Every building is surrounded by a lot of trees, plants, garden, butterfly park. These are some of the green patches which are found in the campus, which give a treat to the eyes of people, students, parents, visitors who visit this campus. All this create a perfect ambience conducive for academic pursuit. Students spend their time when they do not have class in these areas where there is a lot of green. They sit on the stone benches and in the areas specified for resting, having lunch, recreation, for the students, the sports field, all these places make the campus a student-friendly ambient. This enviable campus is enjoyed by all the students and they find it a joyful experience to study in this campus. In St. Finis College, just true to the vision, we are not just bothered about the office block has all the sections of office, accounts, and other sections. And the staff in the office are student friendly. They help the students, the parents, the visitors, giving the necessary information, giving the necessary help whenever they approach them. The college is managed by Mysore Diocesan Educational Society, and the management is quite supportive, giving all the moral as well as necessary guidance whenever the faculty members, the office staff require it. There is a state-of-the-art library in the college campus, which houses nearly 50,000 printed books, enormous e-resources, and a vast reading room facility. And the students find it a very comfortable experience to go and use the library. Various labs, laboratories, which have resources to fulfill the needs, academic needs of the students, with well-established, well-lit, aerated space and latest equipment needed for them to learn are found. In fact, the teachers in the departments, in the laboratories, take extra care about the needs of students and they guide them. They train them with utmost care, concern, and patience. The science laboratories, the laboratory and the museum of botany, zoology departments are quite well maintained, and the museum has got a lot of specimens which are collected from all over the world. These specimens help the students to have an experiential learning. The osteology section, where complete skeletons of various wild animals, including the skull of an elephant, a complete skeleton of a tiger, a lion, monkeys, and different kinds of osteology specimen help the students to have a very clear understanding of the anatomy of the body. The botany lab has various herbarium collection, specimens preserved, and the students can have a look at these plants, the medicinal plants. All of them will help the students to have an understanding of the diversity of plants and animals. The chemistry lab, well equipped with lot of space, safety measures practiced, and the teachers taking care to teach the students how to handle the chemicals, how to handle the hazardous materials in the laboratory without harming themselves. So teachers take extra care teaching to these children of all the laboratory practices. The physics lab, the electronics lab have all the facilities to make learning of the subject very interesting, experiential for the students who have chosen these subjects. Because of these things, students get a practical approach, practical knowledge, understanding of the subject with the help of the teachers who are very concerned, who are very caretaking. They learn the subject in a better manner. They got plenty of computers, and this helps the students to understand the modern aspects of technology, and our students hence become appropriately ready to take up the challenges when they go out of the college into the job or employ to the employers. All these help the students to achieve a complete development when they move out, and they feel competent, confident, and capable of fulfilling their responsibility in any field or in any place they are planted. As I told you little earlier, here we bother or we are concerned about ensuring that there is a total personality development. We want our students to become leaders. We want our students to become organizing experts. We want our students to become managers, good managers. Hence, most of the activities, like may it be a competition, intercollegiate competition. For example, AINA is an intercollegiate competition organized by the Department of Journalism. It may be a seminar, it may be a conference. The college conducts state level, national level, and even international level conferences. In the past 3-4 years, St. Philomena's College conducted 3 international conferences, all of them revolving around a major theme based on sustainable development, which is the burning topic of discussion all over the world. In all these activities, students take up the responsibility of comparing, organizing, communicating, sending information or promotion material. All these responsibilities are taken up by students. Thus, students from St. Philomena's College later become good leaders, good managers. They have the organizing ability when they go out of the college. And teaching in all classes in English helps them to have mastery over the language English. And this is one feature every Philomenite, every student going out of Philomena's college can really feel proud of, because they are so confident in their language skills, in their communicative skills, in their soft skills. The college also conducts a lot of programs like graduation day. And during such programs, students are reminded of their responsibilities once they go out of this institution. How should they behave like brand ambassadors of this campus? How should they present themselves as as an ex-Philomenite? So students are conscientized. How are they different from the other students, and how should they behave in a responsible, sensible manner? The campus is having number of amenities which help the students to have a smooth, comfortable stay in this campus. There are canteens, cafeteria in the campus spread out, and students get quality food prepared in a hygienic fashion at a nominal price. To cater to the needs of international students, we also have a cafeteria and a full-fledged state-of-the-art audio video studio is a proud addition to the campus of St. Philomena's College. Located in the post-graduation block, this studio gives an experiential learning opportunity for the students of journalism, of media and entertainment BWOC students, and they have a wonderful experience working in this studio. Even the teachers can go record their classes and develop electronic contents using this studio. Students in this campus have an active life with using all these resources. In addition to this, we have separate restrooms for boys and girls, separate hostels, which enable the students to spend their time other than the class hours in a comfortable fashion. Another feature of St. Philomena's College is the student diversity. The students from different states of the country and different countries, nations all over the world study here. In spite of this diversity of religion, culture, language, culinary styles, we have a wonderful, harmonious existence among the students, or harmonious relationship among the students. And this is supported by, or this is encouraged by the college management, the teachers, the office staff, everyone. And because of this, absolute friendly atmosphere where every student treats the other student as his or her own brother or sister. And this gives them an excellent experience of learning human interpersonal societal relationship. St. Philomena's College also has a multi-gym with state-of-the-art facilities, which can be used by the students, the members of faculty, and an expert, professionally trained trainer is available to help the students and faculty members. The spacious, vast indoor stadium is helpful for conducting large gatherings like international conferences. It also houses the courts for volleyball and other indoor events. Students hence find learning in St. Philomena's College, studying in St. Philomena's College, a very fulfilling experience, a very meaningful experience, because at the end of their stay here, they are confident to move out as completely developed human beings who are going to become successful global citizen and acting as brand ambassadors of this college. So dear students and parents, when we are under the pressure of COVID-19 pandemic and there is a physical distance between us, as the principal of this college, I just tried to give you a very brief bird's eye view of some of the facilities available in this college, and hope that when you come in person, you will experience the richness of this campus in terms of natural beauty, in terms of resources, in terms of infrastructure, and enjoy your stay for the next 3 or even 5 years in the campus of St. Philomena's College. Once again, I wish all the students the very best in their endeavor of their 3 years studies here. I also hope that the parents give them the necessary guidance, the care, the concern to help them, to facilitate them to be wonderful students of this campus. Thank you and all the best.
Dear student, we will now be moving on to the next session that is titled Extra and Co-Curricular Activities inside the college. Dear students, you must be familiar with the popular adage, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yes, we cannot be glued to the books all the time. In order to get diverse learning and build our personality, we must engage ourselves in many extra and co-curricular activities. Here is Mr. Anand, head of the Department of Political Science, to brief you all about it. Over to you.
Autonomous College. Hope had a nice session with our principal, Dr. Ruchand Kumari Mera. I took up this particular class based on our inspiration. Right? We have very less time. Let us not waste time. I've been given a topic to speak about, that is extracurricular and co-curricular. Extracurricular and co-curricular activities. Okay, right. I hope all of you are able to see the screen. Today, let me commence with some of the challenges faced by our youth. One of the biggest challenge what we are facing is social media. The so-called social media, instead of making us social, is making us asocial. Maybe digitally united, but when it comes to physical contact, as youngsters, you are missing so many of the activities which we people enjoy. So social media is one of the biggest, what to say, hindrance for the development. If we just look at the other side, the positive side, it is so we regret for final age. Right? We were discussing some of the challenges which the today's youth are facing. So first one is social media. Second one is we have this inferiority complex, especially between the age group of 15 to 21. We love to look smart and different. Hope I'm audible. Okay. I was just stressing upon the challenges faced by today's youth, that the social media is the biggest threat. It is supposed to be a boon for our youngsters, but the way it has been used, misused, and abused, okay, it is a kind of a big challenge for all the present youngsters. Then I was speaking about the inferiority complex, which is plaguing our thinking, our attitude, our behavior. Then there's a constant fear. What next? What to do? Then there is a fear to succeed. In that fear to succeed, actually we are failing. We are expecting more. We have come across Buddha's quote which says, "Desire is the root cause for misery." But actually, if you just take a logic look, you get a feeling that expectation is the root cause for misery. There is a cutthroat competition which has been imposed upon you, that you have to succeed at any cost. There is a peer pressure. You are introduced in a family circle that you are a student of such and such a college, pursuing such a particular course, and especially if you are pursuing certain courses, people try to look down. Then one more thing is, present day youth, they are not physically fit, most of them, because they are not exposed to the exercises or the activities which their parents underwent. They are having food like pizza or burger or whatever it is, but this food does not contain enough nutrition. Therefore, these challenges, have been a big threat in the path of youth development. And one more thing, road accidents. Road accidents have been a constant threat. The students or youngsters like you come under heavy influence of some movies, okay, and you try to imitate them. According to Brasilia Declaration, which our Honorable Prime Minister has signed, it states that India is a country with more number of road accidents. Road accidents. Not only that, if you just look at the role models who would like to imitate, emulate, most of them end up their life in committing suicide, depression. My dear friends, we have to face this society. दुनिया झुकता है, झुकाने वाले चाहिए. What is the solution for this? The solution is education. Education and education. Not only having education, a man may be well educated. What about his health? So health can also be a best medicine and a value-based life. These three things I personally feel very, very crucial. Even you can stand an army if you have these three things. Period of time on your extracurricular and co-curricular activities. Like express what is the meaning of it? Just a minute. Hope I'm audible. Right. So I was speaking about the 4 pillars.
ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಲೈವ್ ಲೈವ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸೌಂಡೇ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಬಂತು ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೆಲ್ಲ
Hello. Right. Screen share. Screen. Hello. Am I audible?
ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಅಂತಂದೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
Slide report.
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಲು
ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀನೇ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು
ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ
ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದೇ ಏನ್ರ ಮಕ್ಳ ಹಾ ನಿಮ್ದು ಬಾಗಿಲಿಂದ ತಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸು ಅಡ್ಡ ಇಡೋದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಚ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬೇಡ
Right. Kindly excuse us for this internet glitch. Right. We were studying about what is the meaning of education. We came to know the real meaning of education is inculcating values, positive attitude, a helping attitude towards others, which leads to an all-round development of an individual. Right. We also came to know the 4 pillars according to UNESCO, which the education should have as its foundation. One is learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and then learning to be. Right. Then let us come straight to our topic, that is extracurricular activity and co-curricular activities. All right. What is this extracurricular activities? Extra stands for outside your regular classrooms. Curricular stands for or refers to all the work done in a classroom. So whatever work you do in a classroom refers to curricular activities. Extracurricular activity stands for those activities that have been done outside the classroom. Right. This activity. Run the slide. Right. These activity include athletics, arts, okay, so many things. Right. I'll get back to that topic later. Now let us see what is this co-curricular activity. Co-curricular activities are those activities which include or which supplement or complement the main curricular activities. Some activities which you come across under co-curricular activities are sports, drama, debate, photography, music, folk dance, folk songs, preparation of charts, models, model making, so many things. Co-curricular activities aims at physical, emotional, spiritual, and moral development of the stakeholders. That is you, my dear friends. Right. Why? You must be wondering why we are having this extracurricular and co-curricular activity in your regular curriculum. Let us see what are the objectives. These activities, they try to broaden the meaning of education. As I told you, to teach mathematics to Peter, you should not only know mathematics, but you should also know Peter. So education should, these extracurricular and co-curricular activities will help you to have a broader understanding about the concept of education. Right. They provide a platform for the students to showcase their talents. Students have a lot of hidden talents. As funnily they say that we are all good bathroom singers. Yes, but whenever it comes to stage presentation, we become very nervous. Why is it so? We are all excellent singers, but the problem is one thing which is holding us back is the fear of failure. But these kind of activities will help you to dispel all such fears and come out as a winner. Youth get an opportunity to express their innovative ideas through debates and discussions, right? Youth can not only participate in extracurricular activities, but their ideas can go a long way in changing. For example, one 7th standard girl applied RTI to find out which is the national game of India. Then the reply came, India, what is the national game of India? Hockey. But later the reply came, India does not have a national game. How many of us know? So youngsters like you, through your innovative ideas, you can bring a startling revelation. It promotes leadership qualities. My dear friends, India waits for you. Your respective country waits for you. You are the next future. You are the future. And you know, the great Mahatma Gandhi, once upon a time, was an introvert. What made him an extrovert? This kind of an activity where he involved himself in the freedom struggle. I am telling you, we are the youngsters of this nation, or for that country, for that matter, any nation. You are filled with immense potential. But the problem is you have to exhibit. Okay, so it helps you. These kind of activities will help you to promote leadership qualities. My dear friends, we all celebrate first rank, gold medals, or some schools, colleges, in front of the at the entrance, they try to put a notice board. These many students cleared exams. These many students passed in distinction. These many students got first rank. What about the rest of the students? Why we are not able to concentrate them? Right, I'm telling you, let us not celebrate success. Let us celebrate failure. This, we keep on celebrating success, and that is what driving people to commit suicide. They want to succeed at any cost. No, let us celebrate failure. How to celebrate failure? My dear friends, every failure will make you a better human being. Every failure will make you to cope up, or will make you to correct your mistakes. Expect, feel the pain. You have to undergo failure. Then these kind of activities inculcate the values to respect others' views or feelings. I think all of you are fans of IPL cricket matches. Whenever a team loses the match, you know how gracefully they shake hand with the winning team. That is what sportsman spirit, attitude. We must not only celebrate victory, but also failures. Right? These activities helps us in decision making. Right? What is how we have to make decisions? Some people, they take a lot of time to take a decision. The worst part is not making decision or decision making. It is not the worst part. The worst part, according to me, in my opinion, I feel indecision. Many people, they neither say yes or no. Whatever may be the outcome, you have to take a decision at one point of a time, right? So these kind of activities will help you to socialize. You cannot be digitally socialized. You have to be at your best when it comes to enhancing or enlarging your friendship circle. Today, all business circles, they prosper because of contacts. You need to have contacts. Not contacts only for academic purpose, not only for notes purpose, or not to get some benefit from one. Then these activities will make you a better team player, right? Teamwork is very, very important. You know who are the best citizens of the world? Ants. ANTS, ants. Why? Because ants plays group interest first, not individual interest. They can lift 10 times more than their body weight. Why? How is it possible? Teamwork. Then these activities will also give you physical fitness and mental keenness. Basically, our education should aim at creating a Buddha in Bhima. That means you should be physically fit, and mentally also you should be very, very knowledgeable. To put in Greek terminology, we can say we have to create an Apollo in Hercules. These are the objectives. When it comes to St. Philomena's College, here we have opportunities galore. You can just expand your social skills. You can find students. You can find your fellow students from different parts of India, different parts of the world. You can expand your network. Students, you can, as a student, here you have an opportunity to form your own groups, nature club, environmental club, Okay, NSS club, Red Ribbon Club. You can form many groups. You can take up some initiative to showcase your talent. There are certain clubs in Philomena's College, like the Nature Club, as I already told you, NSS, NCC, Red Ribbon. All these things are nothing but platform to bring out the leader in you. We have debate teams. We encourage students to participate in debates. The Department of History, usually in the month of August, in collaboration with other humanity departments, they try to conduct history in August, where we have these debate competitions, okay, elocution competitions, right? We have a Kannada department which trains the student for drama. St. Philomena's College very often takes help from Rangayana, a very reputed group of committed people who will train our students, and many students have been benefited by this Rangayana team. Then we have internships by some science departments and the BSW department. They take students to different factories, industries, where they get first-hand information about how to conduct, how to take about a business, what are the hardships, how to face challenges. And we have cultural activities in Philomena's College, which will also give you an opportunity to show who you are. Of course, this has been complemented by sports. Right. So these are the opportunities which are available in St. Philomena's College whenever it comes to showcasing your talent. Right. Let me take you to a journey into Philomena's College. Cultural activity, co-curricular activity, extracurricular activity. Here you can find the Rangoli competition which we conduct regularly. Here you can find, we observe Samvidhan Divas, okay, Constitution Day on 26th November. Here you can find students taking oath. Then you can find activities like students participating in rallies, okay, election rally, creating awareness. Okay, this is a part of our college curriculum. Here you can find debate competitions. Right, this is the cultural committee members who are a big strength to our Philomena's College. This is cultural activities. We try to promote the local culture to the globe. You can just see the cultural activities which will help our students to showcase their talent. We not only involve the local students, even the foreign nationals. I would like to stress the name of one student by name Ado Abdullah, an African student who went on to become a good, popular, reputed Kannada singer. Here you can see we are observing Kannada Rajyotsava, and then we also unveiled a mascot that is representing Mysore Wadeyars. We also celebrated Ethics Week, okay, where 6 departments came forward, and we picked one value. Each department used to show through skits certain values like honesty, forgiveness, empathy, like that. Then this is something connected to model making. Humanities departments came together, and this is the model making competition which we usually have in a college auditorium. This is a Christmas carnival, Christmas tree decoration, mehendi competition, hairstyle competition, cooking competition. This is model UN. we had a model even in our college auditorium related to Israel-Palestine crisis. These are the pictures related to that. Fancy dress competition. We had a jail visit. 4 departments coming together. We had a jail visit. We wanted to study the living condition of the inmates. This is the college band team. We also encourage music. This is the internship program. This is the outreach activity where our students also take care about the environment. This is the International Yoga Day. Okay. You can see the picture. International Yoga Day. Sports, our college, we are having a very good infrastructure to develop the sports activities, right? So these are the some of the few areas which I thrusted upon. But when you come to Philomena's College, see, you'll be mesmerized. So I first of all congratulate you for taking an admission to our college. My dear friends, people
बंद करो
with
जल्दी
goals
टीमर अपना
and plans succeed in life than people without them. Only 3% of the people who have goals and plans write them down. Rest 10% keep them in their head and the rest 87% drift away. Please make an habit of writing. Right? Please participate in this extracurricular, co-curricular activities. Your mind is the computer. Don't think that whatever you eat constitute your diet. Whatever you think, your friendship circle, whatever you read also contribute to your diet. Therefore, you are the programmer. Please feed your mind computer with positive attitude. Your body hears whatever you say to your mind. Right? Right. When you come to St. Philomena's College, just don't come with an intention of taking a degree, but form a team. Be with successful people. Form a success council. Form a success council. Be with a successful people, right? I would like to wind up the class with one small story, right? Next, I think all of you have seen some birds. They are migrating. And whenever you see the birds migrating, next time you just observe, they move in the V formation. Okay, right. The next season, when you see the geese migrating, going to a warmer place to sort out the winter, pay attention that they fly in a V formation. Maybe you'll be interested in knowing why they have this V formation. Okay, right. By flying in a V formation, the whole flock increases the flight efficiency by 71% compared to just one bird flying alone. You just see the picture. One bird flies alone. If you are alone, if you are an introvert, the chances of you succeeding in the modern society is very slim, bleak. Therefore, you must try to lead a team life. Second thing, what lesson we learn from this one? First lesson, sharing the same direction and working as a team get us to the destination quicker and easier. By helping ourselves, the accomplishments are greater. So if you want to accomplish something, you need a team, right? That is the first lesson. Second, when the goose leaves the formation, let us say due to some reason, it leaves the formation. He feels the resistance of the air and the difficulties of flying alone. When he was in the team, it was much easier for him, but now it becomes very difficult. Then what he does, he quickly comes back to the formation to take advantage of the flock's power. Right. Second lesson. What is the second lesson? By staying in team or by staying in tune and united, besides those who are going in the same direction, the effort will be less. It will be easier and pleasing to reach the goals. Everyone will be inclined to accept and give help. Right. Now, the leader is in front. When the leader gets tired of flying, what happens? He goes to the end of the V formation while another goose takes the lead. Right? What is the lesson here? To share leadership. Nothing is permanent. Friends, always we should keep in mind, even these two shall pass away. Whether success or failure, even these two shall pass away. There must be mutual respect between us all the time. Sharing, we are all at the end of the day stories. Therefore, sharing the hardest problem and task, gathering our abilities and combining our faculties, talents, and resources, we must share our leadership. Right. Have you observed the geese flying on a V formation? They quack to encourage to the ones in the front. Have you heard in psychology they speak about self-talk, the power of self-talk? When people lift heavy metals or when they lift heavy loads, they make noise. Why? Because it gives power to lift the heavy load. Similarly, the geese flying on a V formation, they quack to encourage the ones in the front. In that way, they keep the same speed. Right? What is the fourth lesson then? When there is courage and encouragement, the progress is greater. Key word here, courage. Courage does not come from outside. It should come from within. When there is courage and encouragement, the progress is greater. A timely word of encouragement. When one of your fellow worker or one of your friend or when one of your relative achieves a small thing, just to put a word of encouragement, it will do magic. Today I'm sitting here because in one of my class, my history professor, I'm a very dull student. My history professor just said, this student looks a bit different. That was a spark. Just one word of encouragement always motivates, helps and strengthens. It produces the best of benefits. It is called the power of self-talk. When a goose gets sick or it is injured or when it gets tired, then what happens? And he must leave the formation. Now he's very tired or he's sick. He has to leave the formation. Look, friends, what happened? Other geese leave the formation too and fly with him to help him out and protect him. They remain with him until he dies or until he just able to fly back. They reach their baby or they just make another V formation. What is the lesson here? Lesson 5 is, let's stay beside each other no matter what the differences, especially in times of difficulty and great challenges. Right? If we bond together and support each other, if we live through the spirit of teamwork, regardless of our differences, we can rise to meet our challenge. If we understand the real value of friendship, if we are aware of the feeling of sharing, life will be easier and the passing of years will be more fulfilling. My dear friends, let's be like the geese, right? So I told you in the beginning, encouragement is from outside, but courage should come from within. As the saying goes, if the egg is broken from outside, force, life ends. But if broken from inside, life begins. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Dear students, we have come to the third session today. And like the previous two sessions, this session is also very important.
Present, ma'am.
This session will tell you the importance of participating in NSS, NCC, and YRC. Dear students, these three programs, NCC, NSS, and YRS, are the mainstay of any degree college programs. These programs run on the principle that learning is enhanced and solidified by facing life outside the four walls of the classroom. Here is Mr. Eliezer Vishwas, Assistant. Here is Mr. Ebenezer James from the Department of Computer Science to explain the importance of NCC, NSS, and YRC. Mr. Ebenezer James also happens to be the commanding officer in the campus, and he will be giving you more information about these three programs. Over to you, sir.
Hello. In addition to the opportunities in St. Philomena's College given by Professor Anand, I would like to add few things. St. Philomena's College plays a vital role in providing support for our nation building programs such as NCC, NSS, Youth Red Cross, YRC. NCC, out of 3 wings, Army, Air Force, and Navy, St. Philomena's College is having 2 wings, that is Air Force and Navy. So NCC aims to develop a character, discipline, secular outlook, spirit of adventure, ideals of selfless service amongst the youth of the country. The motto of NCC is unity and discipline. The core values of NCC: a sense of patriotic commitment to encourage cadets to contribute to the national development. Respect for diversities in religion, language, culture, ethnicity, lifestyle, and habitat to instill a sense of national unity and social cohesion. Ability to participate in community development programs and other social programs. Understanding the values of honesty, truthfulness, self-sacrifice, perseverance, and hard work. Abiding commitment to learn and adhere the norms and values in the Indian constitutions. Respect for knowledge, wisdom, and power of ideas. If you enroll with an NCC, either in an Air Force or in the Navy, you will be allowed to attend various camps which will be held across India. The camps such as CATC, Combined Annual Training Camp, where you will get the detailed training about the NCC, the core values of the NCC, the motto of the NCC, aims of NCC. So these information will be given in the CATC camp, that is Combined Annual Training Camp, along with the military training where you will be trained. You will be given training on drill. You will be given training on firing. You will be given training in ship modeling in detail. The other camps such as Republic Day Camp, Advanced Leadership Camp, National Integration Camp, Trekking Camp, Youth Exchange programs, various camps are the camps will be held across the country, all over the states. So the students who are enrolled in the NCC, enrolled in either Air Force or Navy, will be given opportunity to participate in these camps, because NCC is a highly reputed body which is also a second line of defense. Other than just a military training, the cadets who learn several other valuable things such as selflessness, honesty, discipline, hard work, and ways to build a confidence and gain leadership qualities. Since NC camps are held over India, therefore, there is a training in various parts of country, and students get an opportunity to visit new places and learn the art of independence. So I request all the students who are the first year students who are joined St. Philomena's College, who are willing to join NCC. We do have Air Force. I earlier mentioned we have Air Force as well as Navy. The students who are interested in taking part of NCC are hereby requested to enroll in NCC, Navy, and Air Force. The link will be given in the college website. You can just go through our college website and enroll for the NCC, both Navy and Air Force. In addition to NCC, we have one more sector, that is NSS, National Service Scheme. The motto of National Service Scheme is not me, but you. It provides an opportunity to students to take part in various government-led community service activities and programs. The sole aim of NSS is to provide hands-on experience to young students in delivering community services. The major objectives of NSS is to understand the community in which they work, to identify the needs of the problems of the community and involve them in problem solving, develop among themselves a sense of social and civic responsibilities. NSS also develop a competence required for a group living and sharing responsibilities, practices national integration and social harmony. NSS do also, the students who participate in NSS also can participate in the camps, various camps in NSS, such as National Integration Camp, which will be held across the country. The students who enrolled for NSS are hereby allowed to attend these camps, National Integration Camps, adventure programs, with the students involved in various adventure activities, NSS Republic Day Parade Camp, National Youth Festivals. So I hereby request all the students who are interested in NSS to enroll into the NSS. The link will be given in the college website. I hereby request all the students who are interested in NSS to enroll for NSS activities. In addition to NSS, as I earlier mentioned,